All right, old school NBA fans, self-researched NBA facts. Got another video for you. As always, thanks to anybody who watches my channel, subscribes to my video. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. In this video here, it's not necessarily a response video to anybody in particular, even though I have seen some content creators talk about it. But this whole Nikola Jokic with the triple-double thing and, the field goal percentage and all that business. Well, I'm just here to say that's fine. Jokic in this era is a great player, no doubt about it. As long as we're not trying to compare Nikola Jokic to David Robinson or Moses Malone or Akeem Olajuwon or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, let's just not even go there. Two completely different players. Jokic or any of those guys, completely different kind of players in a completely different kind of era. But I'm hearing the chatter about we're going to start comparing. Well, let's just take a look at triple doubles. Now, Nikola Jokic is already fourth on the all-time triple-double list, which is just insane, right? He gets 4 more triple doubles. He passes Magic Johnson, who is, Mr. Triple-Double. Then if he gets 3 more, he ties Wilt Chamberlain and Larry Bird combined. So you see how this stuff can get pretty nuts really quick. So of the all-time leaders in triple-doubles, Russell Westbrook's still the leader at 199. You got Oscar at 181, Magic at 138, then you got Jokic at 135, LeBron 114, because he's just played so long. But even I looked up, he didn't have over 7 triple-doubles in any season until 2016 rolled around. That's that time I've talked about in other videos where that started this offensive explosion and the defensive, death, basically, the death nail of defense. He had his 2 best triple-double years in his 30s, which is just, crazy when you think about it. But these are the players that are in essentially the top 35 that are current players. I already told you, Jokic, LeBron. You got James Harden. Luka Doncic is already like 9th on the all-time list. Already. Right behind him, Domantas Sabonis, Giannis, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has more triple-doubles than Grant Hill. I mean, it's nuts. Draymond Green has more than John Havlicek or Grant Hill or Michael Jordan, for that matter. Kyle Lowry, 21 triple-doubles. That's more than Scottie Pippen or Bill Russell. You got Dejounte Murray, 19. He's got more than Pippen or Russell. Kevin Durant has more than Pippen or Russell. Chris Paul has 18 of them, but, he's like number 35 on the list. But other players in the top 100, Jimmy Butler, Julius Randle is tied for 47th. Ja Morant is already tied for 54th. A 6'2" point guard or whatever he is already is that high on the list. How about Josh Giddey? Already has 11. He's 58th on the all-time list. LaMelo Ball is tied for 59th with 10 triple-doubles. That's the same as Steph Curry. Crazy. So I looked at the year-by-year triple-double list, and the years that kind of stood out, let's say the seasons that had more than 50, well, 1961 was 51. That was Wilt Chamberlain's second year and Oscar Robertson's rookie year. The next year in 1963 and 62, there was 63 triple-doubles. 1971, there was 51. 1985, there was 51. In 87, there was 62. In 88, 53. 89, 78. And 1990, 61. That was Olajuwon's prime, Magic's prime, Jordan's prime. That would have been David Robinson at the end of that when he started. And then there was not another one of over 50. From 1990, there was 61. there was the next season that had more than 50 triple doubles in it. I'm talking league wide now. Not until 2016 there was 75. That's 25 years. There was not more than 50 for 25 years. And then all of a sudden in 2015 there was 46. The next year, like a bomb went off, 75. Then in 2017 another bomb went off, all the way up to 117. And since then, 2018 had 108, 2019 127, 2020 100 in the strike shortened year. In the strike shortened season of 2021, there was 104, COVID shortened. There was 142 triple doubles, 130 in 2022, 119 in 2023, 137 last year, and there's already 18 so far this year. It's just insane is what it is. But I think I have the reason why. I looked up the seasons. I went by every 4-year increment to see how the league was, changing, growing, evolving, whatever you want to call it. And listen to the defensive ratings. Now, I went by the worst team in the league. In 1980, let's just start there. The worst team was Utah with a defensive rating of 110.4. Now, when it comes to defensive rating, the lower the number, the better. So you don't want to get high. All right? In 1984, it was 112. In 88, 112. In 92, 112. In 96, 113. In 2000, 110. In 04, 110. So it's not really changing at all. In 1980, it was 110. In 2012, it was 110. In 2016, it was 111, and then it started exploding. In 2019, it goes up to 117. That was the highest ever for a last place team defensive rating. In 2020, 115.5. 2021, 117.2. 2022, 116.9. 2023, 120. 2024, 120.4. And so far this year, Toronto is 120.9. That means the defenses are not very good. Everybody are padding their offensive stats. I mean, we've seen this. Did you know that of the 60-point games in NBA history, if you take out Wilt Chamberlain's, I think he had 15 or 20 of them, 26 of the 57 60-point games. And I took Wilt's out. There would have been, I think there was 75 or 78 with Wilt. Without Wilt Chamberlain in there, 26 of 57 60-point games in the history of the NBA happened from the 2015-2016 season to now. So that covers 9 seasons, 9 and then whatever this little bit of this season is. That's almost half in a 9-year period. Now, that right there should tell you everything you need to know. Well, what about defense? Okay, let's take a look. So, one other thing I want to add about triple-doubles. Of the top triple-double seasons of all time, 33 of the top 59 triple-double seasons came from 2016 to the present day. That's more than half. That's about 54, 55%. That's basically 10 triple-doubles or more. If you got 10 triple-doubles or more, you're in there. You're in there. If you had 10 triple-doubles or more in a season, then you'd be in there. 33 of the top 59. So in other words, of the times there was 10 or more triple-doubles done in a season by any player, 33 of 59 was done between 2016 to now. So the whole other 68 or 70, I think it's about 70 years now, before that, there was only 26. It's nuts. There's no doubt about it. Now, you want to get into defense? We're going to talk about defense. Of the top steal seasons, the top 200 steal seasons, there's one player in the top 200 of all time between 2016 and now. That was Victor Oladipo in the 2016-2017 season. He had 177 steals. That ranks him tied for 154th. That's the only time anybody in the last decade, essentially like 9 years plus, is in the top 200 in steals for a season. That's insane. Now, you want to talk about blocks? Okay. Hassan Whiteside had 269 blocks in the 2015-2016 season. That's right when it started. That's 48th all time. That's the best in this entire era from 2016 to now. Victor Wembanyama's 254 blocks last year, his rookie season, is 62nd all time. That's it for the top 160 single season blocks for a season. So for a season, you have two guys in the top 160 in the last 9, almost 10 years. That's crazy. Crazy. If you do the math, okay, there should be about 25 players that are in the top 200 in both steals and blocks. But there isn't. There just isn't. There's one guy in steals and two guys in blocks. Now, you want to sit here and tell me about how great this era is on one side of the ball. Now, you can say the rules, sure. They get the step back shot in any direction. They can carry in any direction. They can set moving screens that don't get called. Defensive 3 seconds. All that junk. And all people will say about, well, in the 90s, they didn't allow zone defense. The hell they didn't. All it was in the 90s was, you know what zone defense was? You had to commit to a man within 2 seconds, basically. So either you guard the guy you were just guarding, or you had to commit to another guy, or at least be in the act of committing to it. Illegal defense was rarely called. It just was. I mean, each team maybe 15, 20 times a year would get called illegal defense. It was just stupid. But all the rule changes have allowed this offensive explosion. And that's why you have all these guys that are all high on the scoring list and stuff like that for single games and all that. It's just ridiculous. And that's fine, but do not compare what these guys are doing to what people did in Kobe's era or Michael Jordan's era or even Kareem's era. Don't want to hear it. Not interested. Because it's not the same thing. It's not the same game. You want to compare in the last decade one player to another? No problem at all. That's fine. That's fair. You want to compare what a guy is doing in his era versus what another guy is doing in his era, that's fine. About the only thing you really honestly can compare is championships and MVPs, like Defensive Player of the Year, something like that. But even on defense, you got to be careful because the Defensive Players of the Year in this era do not carry anywhere near the same value of the players of yesteryear. I mean, you're talking about Jaren Jackson, Rudy Gobert, Marcus Smart, and Draymond Green. Okay, I can throw out Keem Olajuwon, David Robinson, Dennis Rodman, and Gary Payton. Now you tell me who's the stronger defenders there. Those guys are all top 75 players. These guys aren't. They were good two-way players too. It wasn't just one-sided thing. And, if you guys like this basketball of 7-footers running the point, shooting jump shots and three-pointers and all that, great. Knock yourself out. Enjoy. I personally don't care for it at all. I think it's garbage. I really do. Now, if they would bring back the rules that used to be in the 80s and 90s, it would transform the game into a more defensive-oriented game. And then you would see a shift. But the way it stands now, and the players just don't, you can see, they just don't practice defense that much. They just stand around. Guys can get uncontested layups basically whenever they want. Anytime I watch a highlight or I watch like Angry Old Hoops doing a video breakdown, he'll say, where's the defense at? It's just crazy. I've never seen anything like it before. But anyway, that's all I got for this video. This is something that's kind of been bugging me over the last couple days. I wanted to just put this out there because I knew the information was out there. I just had to do the research to confirm it, and boy, did I. There's no doubt about it. So anyway, that's it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do already. Please do it for me. And that's it for now. Thank you.